After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game as we just saw there.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Yeah, boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 65 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone from your tight end. Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back. Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right? That's a zinger. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6. And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it, but they have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Lock will go up top here for him. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter. It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long. And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. taken in the end zone. He's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 7.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Henry. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. He's to the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
This one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Chargers first down.
Again, Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but now it's third and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll buy some time right. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down.
For the Charger field goal, a 24-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
The kickoff for Denver.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run here with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of...
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away. Friend, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right?
Here's Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
And the Broncos first down.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
First down.
On first down, Lindsey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Locke. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Locke now on first down. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be...
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler, 40 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious. They've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, good return up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Herbert down on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground and you're getting sacked.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chargers have once again taken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Broncos 21.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. They'll find Lindsey here. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Locke looks to throw it again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 40 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Chargers 24. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. Also,
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through.
The score, Broncos 35, Chargers 24. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Deep in there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to...
And he can't get it through. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Broncos 35, Chargers 30.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
35-yard line.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So they'll come on first and 10 now from the 33. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.